Did you know that a common daily habit you've practiced your entire life might actually be harming your health after age 65? It sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it? But what if I told you that something as seemingly innocent as your bathing routine could be silently damaging your skin, increasing your fall risk, and even putting unnecessary strain on your heart? I'm not saying this to alarm you, but rather to share vital information that could make a dramatic difference in your comfort, safety, and overall well-being as you age. After helping thousands of seniors optimize their self-care routines, I've discovered that many of the hygiene rules we've followed our entire lives need significant adjustment as we enter our golden years. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 surprising truths about bathing after 65 that most doctors never discuss with their patients. These insights might challenge everything you thought you knew about proper hygiene, but understanding them could potentially prevent serious health complications and even save lives. Why should you stay until the end of this video? Because the 4th truth contains a simple adjustment to your bathing routine that can dramatically reduce your risk of hypothermia and illness, especially during winter months. And the 5th truth reveals a counterintuitive approach to cleanliness that could strengthen your immune system rather than weakening it. Something particularly important for seniors whose immune function naturally declines with age. Whether you're over 65 yourself or caring for an aging parent or spouse, the information in this video could be game-changing. So let's dive into these essential insights that can help you or your loved ones age with greater comfort, dignity, and health. Before we begin, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our evidence-based health advice for seniors. Your support helps us reach more people with this potentially life-saving information. If you find today's content valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. If you connect with this topic, please comment 1 below. If you'd prefer different content, comment 0 to help me better serve your needs. Now, let's explore our first surprising truth about bathing after 65. Hot baths can be unexpectedly stressful for your heart. Have you ever stepped into a hot bath and felt that immediate sense of relaxation as the warmth envelopes your body? It feels wonderful, doesn't it? But what's actually happening inside your body during that moment of bliss might surprise you, especially if you're over 65. When an older adult immerses themselves in hot water, their blood vessels rapidly dilate, or expand, in response to the heat. This sudden dilation causes blood pressure to drop significantly, sometimes dramatically. For a younger person with a resilient cardiovascular system, this change is easily managed. But for someone over 65, especially those with existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or weakened circulation, this sudden drop can be genuinely dangerous. Let me share a story that illustrates just how serious this can be. I had a client, a vibrant 78-year-old named Robert, who had enjoyed hot baths his entire life. "They're my daily ritual," he'd proudly tell me. For decades, this habit seemed to serve him well. Then one winter morning, his daughter arrived to find him unconscious on the bathroom floor. He had collapsed shortly after his bath, suffering what doctors later confirmed was a cardiac event triggered by the sudden drop in blood pressure. What most people don't realize is that after 65, your autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary functions like heart rate and blood pressure, becomes less efficient at responding to sudden changes. Your body simply cannot adjust to temperature extremes as quickly as it once did. When you step from hot water into cooler air, your body attempts to conserve heat by constricting blood vessels. This rapid shift from dilation to constriction puts tremendous stress on your cardiovascular system. For seniors with heart conditions, this can sometimes trigger irregular heartbeats, dizziness, or even more serious events. So what should you do? Does this mean you have to give up the comfort of a warm bath entirely? Absolutely not. You simply need to make a few adjustments to make bathing safer for your changing body. First, lower the water temperature. Rather than bathing in very hot water, above 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius, aim for warm water between 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 to 38 degrees Celsius. This temperature is still comfortable but puts much less stress on your cardiovascular system. Use the inside of your wrist to test the temperature. It's more sensitive than your hands and will give you a better gauge of how hot the water truly is. Second, limit your bathing time. 10 minutes is generally sufficient to get clean without overtaxing your system. Extended soaking in hot water can continue to lower your blood pressure to potentially dangerous levels. Third, stay hydrated. Drink a glass of water before and after bathing. Dehydration makes blood pressure drops more severe, and seniors are already more prone to dehydration due to a diminished thirst response. Fourth, consider installing a shower chair or bath bench. Sitting while bathing reduces the likelihood of dizziness and provides stability if you do experience a momentary drop in blood pressure. Finally, never bathe alone if you're over 80 or have a history of heart problems or dizziness. Have someone nearby, not necessarily in the bathroom with you, but in the home and aware that you're bathing. These simple adjustments allow you to maintain the comfort and hygiene benefits of bathing while significantly reducing the associated cardiovascular risks. Remember, it's not about eliminating pleasure from your routine. It's about adapting that pleasure to work with your changing body rather than against it. Now let's move on to our second truth. Daily bathing can severely damage elderly skin. Think about how your skin has changed over the years. Have you noticed it becoming drier, thinner, or more easily irritated? These changes aren't just cosmetic. They represent fundamental shifts in how your skin functions, and they should inform how you care for it. As we age, our skin undergoes significant changes. Oil production decreases dramatically. By age 65, your skin produces less than half the natural oils it did in your 20s. The layer of fat beneath the skin thins, reducing its natural padding and insulation. The skin's barrier function weakens, making it more vulnerable to irritants and moisture loss. And perhaps most significantly, cell turnover slows, meaning damage takes much longer to repair. Given these changes, daily bathing, especially with hot water and soap, can be surprisingly harmful to aging skin. Each time you bathe, you strip away what little protective oil your skin still produces. Without adequate time to replenish these oils between baths, your skin becomes increasingly dry, potentially leading to itching, flaking, and even cracking. Let me share a story that demonstrates just how serious this can become. Margaret, a meticulous 83-year-old woman, came to me with severely inflamed, itchy skin that was keeping her awake at night. "I don't understand," she told me. "I'm so careful about staying clean. I bathe thoroughly every single day." Upon examination, her skin was not just dry, it had developed micro-tears and early signs of infection. Years of daily bathing with standard soap had gradually stripped her skin's protective barrier until it could no longer function effectively. What began as mild dryness had progressed to a painful, potentially dangerous condition. This situation is far more common than most people realize. In fact, studies show that elderly patients who bathe with soap more than 4 times a week have a significantly higher rate of skin problems, including abnormal dryness and dermatitis. So what's the solution? How can you stay clean without compromising your skin's health? Here are my evidence-based recommendations. First, reduce bathing frequency. For most seniors without special medical conditions or unusual physical activity levels, bathing 2 to 3 times a week is sufficient to maintain cleanliness without damaging the skin. This might sound inadequate if you've been bathing daily your entire life, but trust me, your skin will thank you. Second, be selective about soap use. You don't need to lather your entire body with soap during each bath. Focus soap use on areas that truly need it: the underarms, groin, and feet. The rest of your body can be gently cleansed with water alone in most cases, preserving your skin's natural oils where possible. Third, choose the right cleanser. Conventional soaps are typically alkaline, pH 9 to 10, while your skin's natural pH is slightly acidic, around 5.5. This mismatch disrupts your skin's barrier function. Look for mild pH-balanced cleansers specifically formulated for sensitive or mature skin. These cleansers clean effectively without stripping essential oils. Fourth, moisturize immediately after bathing. The 3-minute rule is crucial here. Apply moisturizer within 3 minutes of patting yourself dry. During this brief window, your skin is still slightly damp and most receptive to moisture. Waiting longer allows water to evaporate from your skin, actually increasing dryness rather than relieving it. Fifth, choose the right moisturizer. Look for products containing ceramides, which help rebuild your skin's natural barrier, and hyaluronic acid, which attracts and holds moisture. For extremely dry skin, ointments and creams are more effective than lotions, which contain more water and less of the emollients your aging skin needs. By making these adjustments, you can maintain cleanliness while preserving your skin's natural defenses. Remember, healthy skin isn't just about comfort, it's your body's first line of defense against infection. Protecting it becomes increasingly important as you age. Our third truth addresses a sobering reality that many seniors and their families prefer not to think about. It's extremely difficult to recover from falls in the bathroom. Did you know that the bathroom is statistically the most dangerous room in the home for older adults? The combination of hard surfaces, water, and confined spaces creates perfect conditions for serious accidents. Each year, thousands of seniors experience life-changing injuries from bathroom falls, particularly during or after bathing. These falls aren't just minor inconveniences, they can be life-altering events. The statistics are sobering. Approximately 80% of falls in the home for people over 65 occur in the bathroom, and up to 30% of seniors who fracture a hip in a fall will die within a year of the injury. Those who survive often experience permanent mobility limitations that fundamentally change their quality of life and independence. Consider the story of William, an active 79-year-old who loved gardening and taking daily walks in his neighborhood. One evening, while stepping out of his shower, his foot slipped on the wet floor. The fall resulted in a broken hip that required immediate surgery. Despite excellent medical care, William never regained his previous mobility. His days of gardening ended, his independence diminished, and within 2 years, he reluctantly moved to an assisted living facility, all stemming from that single moment of lost balance. What makes bathroom falls so dangerous for older adults? There are several key factors. First, the surfaces are unforgiving. Unlike falling onto carpet or grass, bathroom falls typically involve impact with porcelain, tile, or other hard surfaces that offer no cushioning. Second, confined spaces mean there's little room to catch yourself or break a fall naturally. You're more likely to strike fixtures or walls on the way down, potentially causing multiple injuries. Third, wet, slippery surfaces dramatically increase both the likelihood of falling and the difficulty of recovering your balance once you begin to slip. Fourth, many seniors bathe when alone in the house, meaning help may not be immediately available if a fall occurs. Finally, post-bath dizziness from blood pressure changes, as we discussed earlier, can affect your balance and coordination, making falls more likely even if you're normally steady on your feet. The good news is that with thoughtful prevention strategies, many of these falls can be avoided entirely. Here are the most effective measures you can take. Install properly positioned grab bars near the tub, shower, and toilet. These provide crucial support during transitions in and out of the bath. Don't substitute towel racks for grab bars. They're not designed to support your weight and can pull away from the wall if you rely on them for support. Use non-slip mats both inside and outside the tub or shower. Look for mats with strong suction cups that stay firmly in place even when wet. Replace them when they begin to show signs of wear. Consider a shower chair or bath bench, which allows you to sit while bathing, significantly reducing fall risk. These are available in various styles to accommodate different bathroom configurations and personal needs. Improve bathroom lighting. Many falls occur because seniors simply can't see obstacles or judge distances accurately in dimly lit bathrooms. Consider night lights for middle-of-the-night bathroom visits. Keep frequently used items within easy reach so you don't have to stretch, bend, or reach precariously while bathing. If you're at high risk for falls due to age, medical conditions, or previous falls, consider a medical alert system that can call for help if you do fall. Remember, implementing these safety measures isn't an admission of frailty, it's a smart strategy for maintaining your independence longer. The small investment in bathroom safety modifications pales in comparison to the potential costs, both financial and personal, of a serious fall. Our fourth truth focuses on something that receives far too little attention. Temperature regulation after bathing is crucial for seniors. Have you ever noticed feeling unusually chilled after a bath or shower, even in a warm home? This isn't just a minor discomfort, it's a signal that your body is struggling with temperature regulation, a challenge that becomes significantly more difficult as we age. Most people don't realize that our ability to regulate body temperature declines by approximately 40% as we reach our 70s and 80s. This means that temperature changes that younger adults hardly notice can pose serious risks for seniors. When you emerge from a warm bath into a cooler environment, your body must work quickly to prevent heat loss. Younger people do this efficiently through peripheral vasoconstriction, narrowing blood vessels near the skin, and increased metabolic activity. But in older adults, these mechanisms respond more slowly and less effectively. The result? Seniors are vulnerable to rapid heat loss after bathing, which can lead to uncomfortable chills or, in more serious cases, hypothermia, even inside their own homes. This risk increases dramatically during winter months when ambient temperatures are lower. Let me share a concerning case that illustrates this danger. Clara, a 91-year-old woman living independently, developed a habit of taking long, hot baths during winter evenings. One January night, after her bath, she felt unusually tired and didn't thoroughly dry herself before sitting in her recliner to watch television. When her son checked on her several hours later, he found her confused and shivering, her body temperature dangerously low at 94 degrees Fahrenheit 34.4 degrees Celsius. A clear case of hypothermia that required hospitalization. Clara's experience isn't unusual. Studies show that nearly 50% of hypothermia cases in seniors occur indoors, often following scenarios involving bathing or inadequate temperature management. So how can you protect yourself or your loved ones from this often overlooked risk? Here are evidence-based strategies. First, warm the bathroom before bathing. Use a portable heater, placed safely away from water, or heat lamp to raise the room temperature 15 to 20 minutes before your bath. This reduces the temperature differential between the bath water and the air, minimizing shock to your system. Second, use a large, absorbent bath towel and dry thoroughly immediately after bathing. Pay special attention to your head, neck, and areas where moisture might linger, like between toes or under breasts. Remember, evaporating water pulls heat from your body. The faster you dry, the less heat you lose. Third, dress promptly in warm, layered clothing after bathing. Have clothes prepared and within easy reach before you begin your bath to minimize time spent undressed. Don't forget socks, as heat loss through the feet can be significant. Fourth, consider the timing of your bath. Early to mid-afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m., is typically the warmest part of the day, making it easier for your body to maintain temperature afterward. Morning baths can be especially challenging as your core temperature is naturally lower upon waking. Fifth, enjoy a warm, not hot, beverage after bathing. This helps warm you from the inside and provides comfort while your body adjusts to the temperature change. Herbal tea, warm water with lemon, or warm milk are excellent options. By implementing these simple precautions, you can significantly reduce your risk of post-bath chills and more serious complications like hypothermia. Remember, this isn't about fear but about adapting your routines to work with your changing physiology rather than against it. Now let's explore our fifth and perhaps most surprising truth. Being too clean can actually weaken your immune system, especially as you age. This might sound completely counterintuitive, especially given the emphasis on cleanliness we've been taught throughout our lives. But emerging science is revealing that our skin isn't just a barrier. It's a complex ecosystem that houses millions of beneficial bacteria collectively known as the skin microbiome. These beneficial bacteria serve crucial functions. They compete with harmful microbes for space and resources, they produce antimicrobial substances that help prevent infection, and they train your immune system to respond appropriately to various threats. In essence, they form a living shield that protects you from pathogens. Here's where frequent bathing becomes problematic. Every time you wash with soap, you're not just removing dirt, you're disrupting this protective microbial community. While younger skin can quickly rebalance its microbiome after washing, older skin recovers much more slowly. Studies show that in people over 65, it can take up to 72 hours for the skin microbiome to fully re-establish itself after soap use. Consider Elizabeth's experience. At 84, she prided herself on her cleanliness, bathing daily with antibacterial soap. Yet despite her meticulous hygiene, she experienced recurring skin infections and unusual rashes. When we adjusted her routine to bathing just 3 times weekly with a mild cleanser, her skin problems gradually resolved. The explanation? We had given her skin microbiome time to rebuild its natural defenses between washings. This concept is supported by research. A study published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that elderly individuals who bathed less frequently, 2 to 3 times weekly versus daily, had significantly greater skin immunity and fewer dermatological issues. Similarly, research from the University of California found that overwashing can disrupt the skin's acid mantle, its natural protective barrier, making it more vulnerable to irritation and infection. So how can you stay appropriately clean without compromising your skin's microbial defenses? Here are evidence-based recommendations. First, reconsider your bathing frequency. For most seniors without specific medical conditions that require more frequent washing, bathing 2 to 3 times per week is sufficient to maintain cleanliness without disrupting skin health. Second, be selective with soap use. Apply soap only to areas that truly need it, typically the underarms, groin, and feet. These areas harbor different microbial communities and produce compounds that can create odor. The rest of your body, arms, legs, back, etc., can often be effectively cleaned with water alone, preserving beneficial bacteria. Third, choose mild, pH-balanced cleansers rather than antibacterial products. The goal should be gentle cleaning, not sterilization. Your skin was never meant to be sterile. It's meant to host a diverse, balanced microbial community. Fourth, consider spot cleaning on non-bath days. A quick freshening of underarms and other odor-prone areas can maintain social comfort without the need for a full bath or shower. Finally, maintain healthy indoor humidity, 40 to 60%. Dry air pulls moisture from your skin, compromising its barrier function and creating tiny cracks that can disrupt your microbiome and allow pathogens to enter. This balanced approach to cleanliness honors both hygiene and the body's natural defenses, particularly important for seniors whose immune function naturally declines with age. Remember, the goal isn't to abandon cleanliness but to practice it in a way that works with your body's design rather than against it. As we conclude our discussion of these 5 surprising truths about bathing after 65, let's summarize what we've learned. Hot baths can put unexpected stress on your aging cardiovascular system, but adjusting water temperature and bathing duration can minimize this risk. Daily bathing can damage elderly skin by stripping away essential oils and disrupting its protective barrier, but reducing frequency and using appropriate products can preserve skin health. Bathroom falls represent a serious danger for seniors, but implementing specific safety measures can dramatically reduce your risk. Temperature regulation after bathing becomes more challenging with age, but simple precautions can prevent uncomfortable chills or more serious complications. Over-cleanliness can actually weaken your skin's immune defenses, but a balanced approach to hygiene can maintain both cleanliness and health. These insights might challenge long-held beliefs about proper hygiene, and changing lifelong habits isn't always easy. But as the Chinese proverb reminds us, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. You don't have to wait until problems develop to implement these protective measures. Small changes now can prevent significant issues later, allowing you to maintain both your health and your independence as you age. Remember, aging well isn't about clinging to the habits of your youth. It's about thoughtfully adapting to your changing body's needs. The modifications I've suggested aren't restrictions but refinements, ways to continue enjoying the comfort and benefits of bathing while minimizing associated risks. If today's information has been helpful to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Which of these truths surprised you the most? Have you already implemented any of these suggestions? And if so, what differences have you noticed? Your experiences and questions not only help me create more relevant content, but they might also provide valuable insights for other viewers facing similar challenges. Please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications so you never miss our evidence-based advice for healthy aging. If you found value in today's video, giving it a thumbs up helps us reach more people who might benefit from this information. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, with knowledge and small, thoughtful adjustments to your daily routines, you can continue to live comfortably, safely, and independently for years to come. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.